Hello everyone, welcome to this crypto flash. We're going to take a little look at the market, still very dynamic. Even if there's some profit taking, we're not far from records, so it can digest a little today on the markets. We're still on a very good dynamic. We're going to see more small bullish news on the market, and we're going to make an exclusive update on Trump's ICO. People are cautious, they don't dare to say it, but I'm going to give it to you straight. Donald Trump, apart from if there are any big shocks in the coming weeks, Donald Trump will be the next president of the USA. I will explain how, if you're interested in what it might look like. I have absolutely no idea, but it would be historical, something never seen before. Seen a US president who launched his token, so if you bet on this token how much it's worth, I have no idea. It seems to be DeFi, a platform called World Liberty Finance. Let's look at the details. Why do I say Trump will be US president? It's because there's a 12-point gap. We're 3 weeks from the election, so each passing day, even with her at 43%, what's her chance of winning? About 5% today? Why the gap's too big. 12% in 3 weeks? Without a turnaround, anything could happen in the US. Ad campaigns, events, there's even been an assassination attempt, but the trend is clear today. Donald Trump, given the very complex geopolitical context with Russia and what's happening in the Middle East, I think there's a consensus that everyone believes Donald Trump would handle this kind of situation better. So after that, we need to consider crypto's future. We're not prepared for what might happen. Plus, I haven't participated in any ICOs for about 2 or 3 years. It's not even about. I think I've participated in virtually nothing. What I like to do is let tokens crash. I've felt in recent years that ICOs were pretty much scams. When you see the vesting, pre-sales and all that, it's all a bit of a scam. They're gorging themselves at retail investors' expense. So generally, I've let tokens crash. Do you know about tokens like ZK5, IR0, and more recently Arbitrum? I think it was interesting to buy them when they dropped 80% is definitely more interesting. It's the only one I participate in. It's very simple. You go to the World Liberty Financial site. You need to do KYC if you haven't already. When you log in, connect a MetaMask. I've created a dedicated MetaMask account for this. I have 0.10 Ethereum ready to go. It's in 3.5 hours. So at 3 p.m. I'll take some. We'll see what happens. I'll put in 0.10 Ether. We'll see how it goes. It's a poker move, but honestly, it's pretty crazy. Putting in about $50 might be a good idea. I have no clue how it'll turn out. In other news, unlike Grayscale, it's been complicated for Bitcoin ETFs and especially Ethereum ETFs, but don't blame them. They've invested in Bitcoin for 10 years. ETFs are Grayscale's exit strategy, and this will be the case when they offer other ETFs and products which have a huge impact. You've seen it on Aave, Sui, and Tau. The release of Grayscale products really made tokens explode, and it's continuing. You'll see there are many tokens. I'll tell you if your tokens are on this candidate list. It's like a preliminary list, and they'll release products gradually. So for Avalanche and Cardano, there's Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Oasis. Oasis is great. It's flying. Cadena, Solana, Stack, Sui, Aptos, Arbitrum, Celestia. Wow. Corium, Atom, Cosmos shows that Atom Cosmos might gain momentum. ICP, Mantle, Mina Neon, Optimism, Polygon. Polygon and Cosmos could bring in Starknet, Toncoin, and TRX. That's October's list, and they'll release products later. It's still a list of 35 cryptos. It'll be very positive, even for similar coins and other types of coins. This is really a business model. Metaplanet's following MicroStrategy's model. Their stock's soaring as MicroStrategy's done wild things, buying 450 Bitcoins. In the market, we're seeing the same patterns. Things popping up out of nowhere. Turbo up 12,000%. We still have the same coins. We've got WorldCoin, as we've seen. ENA is still going. We've got NotCoin, FTM, Bitcoin Cash. In terms of volume, we're nearing the limit. 40 billion, that's massive volume. Huge volumes on Ethereum too. The challenge is really simple. We need to break through this zone decisively. The 67,000 zone, let's break through it. Once we've broken through 67,000, there'll be 2 levels. 67,000 and then 68,700. We might wake up one morning, we've broken through. We're above the range. Very strong momentum. We just need to break through short term. Some notable performances to discuss. What's notable, we've talked about a lot, is the double bottom on NotCoin. NotCoin's poised for takeoff, in my view. FTM continues its fantastic run. It's taking off. Will it hit a year high around 1.30 soon? First target is here around 0.9 or so. Then $1 and $1.30 as targets. We were talking about fetch. WallCoin, we've seen it. Also looking very good. Nice accumulation range there. It's starting to take off. It needs to break 3.25 comma, then it can go. And finally, well, we talked about MoonWell recently. It's breaking all records. It's really taken off. Could hit ATH at 0.08. If you're asking about buying now, don't. It's too late. You should have bought earlier. I did a report on base projects. There are others that haven't exploded yet. That's all from me. See you soon. Ciao.